Glorious things are spoken of you, O Virgin Mary, for he who is mighty has done great things for you.
Okay.
That she was, yeah, looking at me and talking to me. Sorry, I was very touched actually, and I sort of saw her moving, you know.
Good mountains of Croatia, and this is the on the highway. It's just this is the biggest restaurant. This is the Adriatic Sea.
Adriatic Sea. Wow, very nice. Wow, all those people staying here must be very tired. So blue, yeah, so
So this is
Great Wall of China. You can see the sailing boat. I didn't know you were
we're going in.
the sailing boat.
Just 5 minutes, okay? And he has only one daughter, and this millionaire, this rich man, he likes to collect this kind of exotic kind of animals, and you know, so he had a shark, white shark, in his huge swimming pool. So the shark is just swimming there. It's just like his fish pond now, you know. He's so rich that he can have a shark in his swimming pool. So all the guests were around. It was like a swimming pool party. Everybody was around with champagne, and everybody was having their glass of wine and champagne and all that. So then he got everyone's attention and said, okay, I have an announcement to make. If my daughter is not married and I'm looking for a good man as a husband, so whoever is willing to marry my daughter, you can have $1 million US, or if you marry my daughter, you can have my entire property and all that, because she's my only child. So there was dead silence in that whole place, because nobody wants to. Everybody's thinking, okay, what's going on? Then suddenly there's a huge splash in the water, and there was this man swimming for his life, because the shark was just moving and going towards it. It was swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming until he managed to jump up and come up, and then this man who was hosting the party went to this young man and asked him, young man, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. You want the 1 million or you want to marry my daughter? He said, I want to know who pushed me in. UMBC Bank. I was in UMBC Bank for 11 years. I was there in the management level and all that. So I was doing very well in the bank. You know, at that time when you work in the bank, you are financially secured. So I had my own apartment in Sri Sentosa in Oakland Road. I had my apartment there. So everything was going well for me. And then, but I was enjoying my life, I know, as a young working adult and reaping the benefits of my hard work and all that. But still something was missing in my life and I didn't know what. So I thought maybe, you know, I need to party more and enjoy and meet friends and go out. So I started going out with friends and enjoying life like every young person will do, enjoying life. But still there was a deep emptiness and loneliness in me and I didn't know why. I didn't know what this desire. And finally at the end of this time, this 1 year, he helped me. He told me that I think, John, it's a genuine calling in your life. So for me, but it still was something very difficult to trust God.
Especially those who most need your guidance.
Ave, Ave, Ave Maria, Ave, Ave, Ave Maria.
Almost reached to the end. Let's mazurli in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen. Wow, I'm going for a cruise. Yeah, we are cruise.
Thailand, because we take the way straight and we use the first Thailand break and after that we can see the old city. Yeah. Tobardan. Because it's pretty very mixed. They can have free time with our Come and split, how I said, my name is Diana. The Split is second largest city in Croatia. In Split on the seawater. This promenade is new one from 20th century. 180 meter on this part, 250 meter on this part, and this old south part was built just for him and his family. They have a very big problem with water. Because the Roman people are the first built the basement room and his living place was upstairs on the first floor. On the left side, where you can see one building from 20th century, was the sleeping room of our empire. If you look till this window, you cannot see nothing more, but in this part was his living place, dining room, kitchen, and the china. He said, I want here to build one great place for me and my family. He's built 8 octagonal, the great place, mausoleum, but in 7th century Christian people are destroyed everything in the mausoleum and they are built one Catholic church, San Dominus Church. This is the church, this is our cathedral. He said for himself, I am living son from God Jupiter. Because he's on this part, the palace built the Jupiter temple, Venus and Cybele. Venus and Cybele are not more to see because they are destroyed, but in 7th century Christian people are from Jupiter temple built Baptisterium, St. John Baptisterium. On this side was the soldier uniform factory. And on this part was the living place from soldier and the people they worked in the factory. Every Roman city had the two main streets. North, south, Cardos Maximus, east, west, Decumanus, and in the middle was and is still today the bigger open place from Roman time named Bristrica. Promenade, our entire operation, the promenade was decorated with 48 windows. On all sides, this palace is built one gate. On this south part was the bronze gate. This is the bronze gate, and in his time, the seamen are with ship directly from water till this gate in the palace come.
All the flag, all the costume jewelries.
Wow, jewelry, man. Left and right. Oh, yo.
Somebody's right, man.
Look at the room. For this one, complete lah.
Let the people pass in this way, and we can say just short here. Everything what you can see is original except the floor, and the biggest part from palace was built with this stone. Brach stone. Brach, this is our island. He is 12-kilometer long distance from city Split, and this is the most beautiful and most famous limestone. Yeah. With this stone is built our palace, the Diocletian Palace in Roman time, bell tower on our cathedral, but in Berlin, Reichstag is built with our Brach stone. In Vienna and Budapest, Parliament building, and in Washington, Vice House. We say all time when you ask us what font stone, marble stone. It's not true. This is very simple limestone, but if you him polish, he looked like marble stone. But this is just simple limestone. And after 1,709 year time, the stone looked like this one. This is the Brach stone.
The feeling like this.
The palace was built with three materials. Brach stone, just simple limestone. This yellow stone is the river stone from our river Jadro, and the bricks. The Roman people was the first people in this earth. They are the bricks. Limestone, river stone, and bricks. In his time, the palace was built just 10 years long time, from 295 till 305, and in all space from the palace is more than 30,000 square meters. And this basement room, in his time, was used just as olive oil room, wine room, jealous gold room, silver, but the people lived never here. Because from this time till today, water is the biggest problem, smell and so on. But you can see here is very nice temperature, whole year long 10 degrees plus. 40 pa će vas samo malo zauti pije. In 7th century, from Salona, in this palace, come the Christian people. They are hate the empire. They are broke every building from him except the Great Plate and Jupiter temple. From Great Plate they are built one Catholic church, St. Dominus church. The Dominus was killing in the Diocletian time as Christian man, and he was the first bishop from Salona city. In 7th century, Christian people are destroyed everything in mausoleum, and they are praying the sarcophagus with Dominus body from Salona here, and from this time till today, this is the Catholic Church.
Maybe in Madrid. By the time you finish, you don't know which one belongs to which one.
But you see, this is interesting because the sun, huh? Now brother is taking, we buy this from him. Some we can take, some we cannot take. Very difficult because of the sun. And our camera also not there.
Yeah.
Hey, really?
Summer season. In the summer, the temperature from 35 to 40 degrees. Oh, it's very hot. In winter, 10 till 18 plus.
Same like Melbourne.
Melbourne too. Ah, you are from Melbourne. Yeah.
But I was born in
Ah, but you speak Malaysian too.
yes. But we seldom speak
Room was the kitchen, and the next room was the dining room, our Empire Diocletian. Over there was the toilet and bathroom, and here was the promenade, decorated with 48 windows. But you can see, anytime, in all time, the new people, they come here, they are built new building. After Roman people, here come the Slavian people, with Croatia people, with Croatia kings. They are built the living places. Then in 20th century, you can see this small building with green windows. This building was built at the beginning 20th century. But on the left side, you can see Venice building. The building, this is the palace from the rich people. They lived here in Split in this time. From 13th till 18th century was built. Any time new people come here and destroyed something and built new something here. So this building was built in Yugoslavian time. Did you hear something about Tito? Yeah. Tito was a president in Yugoslavian time. We live as one. He was very strong. The whole system in this time was very strong. Just one, as possible to maybe you can better understand. We are 95% Catholic, but we have never celebrated the Christmas time. Why? Because the Socialist Party was very strong. The Social Party was very strong. Every people they worked in the city building, teacher, doctor, and so they must be in party. Who was in party, they cannot go into church, you know. Because in the old church, what we have, or what you can see in this tour, they are built in Venice time. This is in Roman, from Roman time. But many Catholic church, or all Catholic church, was built in Venice time, because in Tito's time, in Yugoslavian time, we couldn't build the Catholic church. At the same time, the Palace stayed from 1979.
I want to stand
After Second World War, till 1979, Tito, rich people, they can build the cemetery.
No. Line.
This is the line.
Yes.
But the line with water, it's not cement. Egg white. The palace was built 10 years long time. Every people from Roman Empire, from Deutsche, Germany to Italy was separated his sleeping place from living place. So, that was the main square. With this square was connected the two main streets, Cardos Maximo and opposite Golden Gate was connected with Bronze Gate, Silver Gate was connected with Iron Gate. So it's really and the most interesting you see there is written here from this part, and every people and visitors they won't come here in the palace, they must stay here. And he selected people with Ave. Every people must have to say to him Ave Caesar. after this hello, he invited people to the palace and he said to the people, you can enjoy your time here in my palace. The palace is open for all people that are coming.
Very conscious.
Right on the left. See, in 18th century, temples, and they are built new building on the place where the temples was.
For better view for the picture.
He said, I'm living son from God Jupiter, and on this place he built the Jupiter temple. The back same, very simple decoration. Inside, the Jupiter temple was destroyed at the beginning 7th century from Christian people, but the building is original from Roman time. We have the oldest Jupiter temple. Roof is decorated with 68 pictures. On this picture are same very simple decorated with flower and human faces. Human faces, they look like the people screaming, crying. The stone maker want. Yeah, mesti. This gate was north gate or golden gate. The most beautiful decorated gate in the palace. You can see 4 places. They can give some people. Yes, hi, JP.
They're basketball players or what?
No, we are very tall. In Indonesia, we are always very tall. Very gentlemen.
Even she is tall.
This is normal.
Wow, this tattoo is who? I think
You don't pay money, you kena lah.
Berapa euro kena?
Bronze glitters the south. So this is our bishop. His name is Minsky. Bishop. He lived in 10th century, near from Zadar city. Is one small city, Ni, because Minsky from Ni.
Hati-hati dengan beg.
Look at the store already shining.
But he never did any manicure. How big is the whole manicure? My goodness.
Who's gonna manicure until you see kilat?
Manicure.
So kilat.
Yeah, only one toe, mother toe.
That was all the designer. Si adik kilat si manicure tak ada?
Sudah kilat kalau kamu.
Kilat gambar.
Yeah, see that my back.
Where did you cover his face,
In 13th century, Venice people are destroyed West Palace walls and they are built. Chinese, right? And he said all time to Victor, This is Saint Anthony. Europe. The clock is from 11th century, and you can see the number, Roman number, but not just till 12. The number are till 24. What the time is now? 15, 16, 16, and
26.
25. Do first aid on Croatian language name Judita is translated on more than 150 languages all the world around. He was born here in 15th century in one rich family. His grave place on the promenade on San Francisco Church, and his father for Croatia literature. You can see in this building lived one Italian family, Milesi, in 15th century. And we have the many problems with Turkey Osmans between 15th till 17th century. The whole part, the very big part from North Dalmatia was in hands by the Osman people. They it's good. So because from many China, by us is very
So hot here, how to wear my shoes?